Hey folks, this is Rhykker at BlizzCon 2016.
In this video, we'll go over the Sombra reveal and other Overwatch news at BlizzCon 2016 as experienced by me on site. I know this video is late and you've already learned everything about Sombra, but this is my take and thoughts on everything, as well as my way of getting you guys to relive the experience of being there through me. The too long didn't watch is Sombra was revealed, it was awesome, she is awesome, and other cool stuff is coming to Overwatch. So, it's D-Day. We're sitting there at the opening ceremony, right? I'm live tweeting like I've never tweeted before, which isn't far from the truth. I know those of you guys who were following me on Twitter were getting spammed non-stop. Finally, Blizzard CEO Mike Morhaime is talking about Overwatch. And then he starts introducing a video they want to show about a look back on the launch of Overwatch. And I find this highly suspicious. My spidey sense is tingling, and I tweet, "Will Sombra hack the panel?" A few weeks ago I asked you guys to post your Sombra theories, and one popular one was that Sombra would hack BlizzCon.
Our next two theories we're going to combine together because they're pretty similar. Sombra will be released at BlizzCon in a special way. She will hack the screens in the room or something. It has to be that way. And the next comment reads, "It would be awesome if during a showcase of a new map at BlizzCon, they had Sombra hack it, and then Sombra reveals herself." It definitely would not surprise me to see Blizzard going about it that way. I think that would be awesome, and I think that is something that Blizzard would do.
So Morhaime walks off stage, turns it over to the video, and about 10 seconds in, there's a slight glitch, like when a record skips, and Kaplan says, "The servers go live.
4 o'clock when the service goes live, hopefully."
The crowd doesn't react yet, but I know what's coming. I tweet out that the video glitched. Another 10 seconds pass, and the glitching gets worse and more obvious, and at this point, the crowd starts cheering, knowing full well what this means.
We're launching worldwide in every single region. It's a historical moment. We're waiting for
Then bam! Lights go out, crowd goes absolutely wild. The lights start going strobe like crazy, the monitors are spazzing out. Until Sombra's logo starts to appear amidst the visual noise, and the crowd cheers again. Then Sombra decloaks and appears on screen, staring at us, and everyone goes nuts. We all recognize her. We've all seen the leaked artwork from a few days before BlizzCon. We all saw the leaked in-game model a few weeks ago. And by the way, folks, I know there's some tinfoil theories that Blizzard intentionally leaked those things to build up hype. No. I spoke to people. Those were actual leaks that had Blizzard getting up at night and calling in at off hours to do damage control and get things under control. Anyway, so all this is the start of a Sombra animated short, which I'm sure you guys have seen, and we'll now cut to this clip of my reaction after the opening ceremony.
So we just saw the opening ceremony, BlizzCon 2016. Some crazy stuff happened. Obviously, I'm here covering Overwatch and Diablo. We got all the people now exiting from the opening ceremony, quite a crowd, but two super exciting things for Overwatch, one for Overwatch, one for Diablo. So for Overwatch, man, people called it. People called it. They're like, Sombra is gonna hack BlizzCon, and it happened, guys. You know, I had a feeling as soon as Mike Morhaime was like, "We're gonna take a look at this Overwatch video to see what they're up to," or whatever, something like that. And like, okay, he's setting up like because he was giving his speech, then he sets up a video. Like, why? It just felt like he was setting it up so that it can start glitching out. That's exactly what started happening. Some like weird audio glitch, then visual glitches, then like it builds up, and when it reaches its crescendo, just bam, all the lights cut out, boots back up, and there's Sombra looking at us, just like, I don't know, on a computer or something. Like she makes some joke about how the security is total garbage, and so she's got a playful personality, as we kind of theorized. We saw her working with Widowmaker. We saw her working with Reaper. So right away we're like, oh shit, she's with Talon, right? They were on Volskaya. I'm giving to. Apparently I pronounced that wrong the first time. I said Volskaya. It's Volskaya. I don't know. I'm sorry, Russians. Please correct me more. But they're like infiltrating, and they're trying to assassinate like the political leader of Russia or something, or like the most powerful woman in Russia. And then Sombra gets in, and they're all the three Reaper, Widow, and Sombra all clearly working together. But then when Sombra gets in there by herself, she's like, she has a chance to assassinate her, and she doesn't. She's like, haha, I'm not going to kill you. I'd rather have you as an ally kind of thing. So Sombra is totally a double agent, totally rogue. Like, she might be working with Talon, but she gives no shits. She's in it for herself. What are her motives? Who knows? Is she an anti-hero? We don't know, but it was some crazy Sombra reveal that you guys can all see that. You've probably seen it by now. The Sombra video. Awesome stuff is happening in the world of Diablo and Overwatch.
So later on, we learned that Sombra is this offensive stealth hero, and I was pretty surprised. Honestly, I really thought she wouldn't have stealth, because Blizzard said in the past that they toyed with stealth and didn't like it as a mechanic. So, I was wrong on that, you guys were right. However, that doesn't mean that the hoax video with the invisibility shimmer was legit. Sombra does not have a shimmer when invisible. She's completely invisible. And also, from talking to people, it was confirmed to me that that video was not from any official source, so yes, it was a hoax. At the Overwatch What's New panel, we got to learn more about Sombra. She's a 30-year-old Mexican orphan whose parents died during the Omnic Crisis, so she's clearly not Alejandra or Alejandra's mom from the Hero trailer. We can finally put those theories to rest. She was taken in by Los Muertos as a child, became a super hacker, and was ultimately recruited by Talon, who she clearly is very loyal to. It was really interesting to see how Sombra was conceptualized. They started working on Sombra a long time ago, before Hanzo and Genji. Here's some early concept art. On the left, you can see her as the Omniblade, an agile female ninja-like character. She was later renamed Sombra and given a Mexican theme on the right. Her toolkit included things that ultimately went to the Shimada brothers, like a double jump and throwing knives, which went to Genji, and Hanzo got the Sonar Arrow, which was initially Sombra's Sonar throwing knife. So they basically cannibalized Sombra's toolkit to create the Shimada brothers. Oh, and a little bit of trivia, in initial development, Hanzo was a cyborg ninja who had both a bow and a sword, but the decision was made early on to split him into two characters, Hanzo and Genji. When they later revisited development of Sombra, they took the idea of a stealth hacker, and I may have misunderstood this, but I believe he said that they got that idea from the community. Because he says, from you guys.
But then there was a new idea that you guys had that was like a stealth hacker.
And this was a new concept. Now you may recognize this image from the Dorado newspaper. And obviously Sombra doesn't look like that today. And that's because development on Sombra and Ana was happening at the same time, and their silhouettes were looking too similar. So they redesigned Sombra to get this current iteration. After seeing some Sombra gameplay, I was just like, I think I found my new main. Sombra is currently available on the PTR. I'll make another video in which we talk about Sombra's gameplay and my impressions on that. I did get to play Sombra at BlizzCon, and while it's hard to make any kind of judgment when you're dealing with 6-on-6 Sombra matches, I feel like she's basically a superior tracer. Some other awesome Overwatch stuff was announced, including an arcade that will let us replay old brawls, a new Antarctica map, and a new King of the Hill map that will introduce Overwatch's first jump pad. I'm an old school FPS guy, Quake 3 Arena, Unreal Tournament, so I'm really looking forward to all the crazy shenanigans we'll be able to pull off with the jump pad, like flying high noons. Blizzard also seems to be supporting the Overwatch esports scene in a huge way, and I wonder how that will turn out, because esports in North America has had trouble attaining Korean levels of success, but my understanding is that Blizzard is actually going to be paying players a salary. So there's a lot of money being thrown at this to make it work. Apart from all that, we saw some amazing Overwatch cosplay. There are at least 3 or 4 Reinhardts walking around, all different skin variations. Then you can see this group here. This made for a great photo, an entire Overwatch team of cosplayers lined up. And just like in real quick play, you have a bunch of damage dealers and no real support. Oh, and guys, I almost forgot the biggest Overwatch reveal at BlizzCon. We found the espresso machine. Seriously though, the Sombra reveal was an amazing end to the ARG. We'll have a full video in the future with a look back and final thoughts on the Sombra ARG, but as a quick teaser, I spoke to some people at BlizzCon and I can't go into specifics, but I'm pretty sure we dropped the ball on the Tracer Trail. We could have solved that. So that wraps up our video. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the Sombra reveal. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to my Twitch and Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Another special thanks to Josh Engen, Assistant Manager of Community Development at Blizzard, for taking this great photo of Sombra and I. Josh is an awesome and hilarious and super talented guy. Years ago we worked together at The Escapist and we had tons of fun on the Science and Tech podcast together.
And I'd like to give a super special shout out and thanks to Punkisha, aka Lady Rhykker, who served as my equipment manager on this BlizzCon trip. She took pictures, she took a video, recorded everything. Would not have been able to do this without her, so super thanks. And let's show her some love in the comments, folks.